Hello, 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 everybody. Welcome, welcome. This is the Simpit, Devin Booth, and you're here back once again. The Friday Night Simpit Oval Series broadcast. I hope you guys are doing well. We are about 2.5 minutes out here. I thought I would get in just a little bit early on this one. We're here today at the Michigan International Speedway. And yeah, guys are just running through some quali right now. I've got it just focusing on practice for now. Excuse me, as we wait for everything to get done here. I hope you guys are doing well. While we have this couple minutes here, just wanted to take the time to do a quick little update for you guys so that you know where we're at as far as standings and stuff like that goes. And also to remind you guys, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share our video here and all that good stuff so that we can help support Sean Cole over at the Simpit here. And there we go. All right, so let's take a quick look here before we get started. Like I said, there's a couple minutes yet to go. We're at 8:15 here. I'm going to skip to the live camera and leave it on most exciting, so it should jump to our car when we're ready. And we're just going to take a quick little look and see where we're at thus far. So we are here at Michigan International Speedway. This is the second last race of the season. Currently, we have Mark Michkowski in the lead with 243 points. David Clymer is not too far behind with 237. Amorano Jr. actually tied with 237 for second. Third place would be Wayne Roberts with 227, and Sean Cole would round out the top 5 with a 226, depending on how that tie works out. Dave Blair might sneak in there. He's at 197. Got 29 guys in our little series here thus far. Participation on this one wasn't quite as high, but that's kind of expected. We ran some road courses, so kind of, I think, expected thing to see. Next season, hopefully, we'll be running a little bit more on the oval side of things, you know? I think that would probably be a good plan. Keep that participation up. All right, half a minute left to go here, bros. Those of you guys in chat, thank you guys so much for coming to join. Yeah, hope you guys do well. I know Jerry and Wags, y'all are in the race, so good luck, guys. Do well. Steam, thanks for coming to hang out by. I appreciate you. Hey, James. Maybe? It shouldn't be. Everything should be fine. Nothing's been changed, so I'm not 100%. Let's take a look and see here. All my noise filters and yada yadas are doing fine. Here, let me just do one of these for you. Maybe that'll help. Because I can come up a little bit. How's that for you? A little better? Hopefully that's not bad, James, there. All right, now we're ready, bros. We're on the grid. We're starting it up. It's time. It's time for everybody to get ready to go. All right, so starting off here, I am going to just run through our stats here. So David Clymer is up in first place with a 38.721. Mark Michkowski in second with a 38.738. Matt Wagner in third with a 38.739. Sorry, 738 as well. I guess there's it goes to the fourth digit, so don't forget about that. Joe Antonio in fourth with a 38.770, and fifth place is Wayne Roberts with a 38.780. With a 788 is Sean Cole in sixth. 816 for Joe Hildinger in 7th, 833 for Morano in 8th, 9th place is 836 is Skinner, and Lonnie Jameson rounds out the top 10 with an 840. Todd Benzer, Rob Melnick, Jerry Watson, Brandon Carl, David Blair, Bobby Johnson, and Kevin Burrows round out the rest of the field. I am accidentally on the did you here? I am accidentally on the grid and on the docket as a racer. I apologize for that. I joined as the wrong thing, so if we have any problems today with how my setup's working, I apologize for it. I screwed up. Hopefully everything works fine. I think it'll be okay. Thanks, James. I appreciate you for letting me know, buddy. Hopefully this is okay as far as levels go, balanced in terms of cars versus my voice and all that stuff. I will warn, we do tend to be a little bit quieter on the stream because I prefer to have a nicer sounding microphone, and if you boost it too high, it ends up sounding quite terrible. So I have, as a rule, kind of compromised with a little bit of a quieter sound for a little bit more of a cleaner sound. But hopefully that's better for you. Okay, now we are ready to go. Everybody's sitting here sideways, getting ready to pull out. Thanks for coming, James, by the way. Appreciate you, brother. Thank you so much. And I'll just take a look, waiting for everybody. The counter should be going down here. And everybody should be pulling out right away. Official, we've missed the start, so. There we go, we're off. David Clymer leading the pack. Awesome, James. Thanks, buddy. Yeah, I turned up the boost a little bit on the audio interface, so hopefully that'll solve the problem for you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. All right, now I've got my cameras again set up, so hopefully everything goes well here. I'm going to use our chopper camera to start things off as we take a look at our grid. Here we go, bros. Currently running in first is Mark, but David Clymer is going to be the one starting off for our race here. So David Clymer, Mark Michkowski, Matt Wagner, Joa Antonio, Wayne Roberts, Sean Cole, Joe Hildinger, Anthony Morano Jr., Brandon Skinner, Lonnie Jameson, Todd Benzer, Rob Melnick, Jerry Watson, Brandon Carl, David Blair, and Bobby Johnson on the grid today. 16 cars here at Michigan International Speedway. Let me make sure I got the post whatever right. And here we go, bros. Let's get a nice closer camera for our start as everybody gets ready. Clymer getting ready to set things up. Start and pole in 2:42. And here we go. A little bit farther of a camera so we can watch the pace car pull out as we come out of 4 here. And pace cars pulling in. Here we go, boys. 16 cars on the grid. The Simpit Oval Series, second last race of the season. I believe they call that the penultimate race. Yeah, I believe so. Here we go. Guys are getting ready to start. David Clymer down on the inside. Mark Michkowski squeezing him quite tight as we come across the line for the green flag racing. Here once again with the Simpit crew. Clymer with a pretty dominating lead. Matt Wagner looking to take that second place pretty much right away as he holds the inside on Mark Michkowski, who's been stuffed onto the outside. It looked like he was trying to get in behind Clymer quickly, but he didn't manage to hold him off. As we come out onto the back straight, it's David Clymer in first, Mark Michkowski in second with Matt Wagner holding in behind. Michkowski's going to make a move on the inside early on. Clymer's going to get forced to the top. Michkowski with a nice run through that corner, taking off quite well. Matt Wags holding the inside, staying up and nice up and tight. Looks like he's going to be able to get up next to Clymer if he keeps it up. We'll have to watch and see. Michkowski with a hell of a run there. Matt actually looking to go up high. Right in behind them is Joa Antonio, followed by Sean Cole. Too wide there. Let's make sure we keep an eye on what battles are happening. Sean Cole on the inside in the 39, but he actually steps in behind the number 31 of Joa Antonio. We've got ourselves some straight line cars here, no more too wide. Oh, there we are. In behind, we do have a battle. That's Brandon Skinner in the 959. Tony Morano Jr. up top. Switching back down below. And looks like Skinner's going to put the block on him and keep him there. Our leader's still holding strong up there with a pretty good lead. Clymer is looking to get caught up, so we'll keep an eye on it. We got ourselves 2 wide, like 6 deep right here. Looking good, these guys. And a little bit of wall contact, and that's going to be an accident. That's the number 25 throwing the caution, Joe Hildinger. Looks like I saw a couple cars go into the wall there. Pop up into our chopper cam and see if we can get a better look at exactly what happened here. Coming through the 47, the 25, and the 85 actually squeezes him quite a bit. So Joe kind of squeezed into the wall by the 85 there. Unfortunate to see as we go to our first yellow flag of the evening. There are 65 laps here tonight, so it took us 3 to get to our first yellow. Hopefully these guys can keep her together pretty good tonight and avoid any more of that. I know it's possible. These guys are all competent drivers. Move ourselves back up and keep an eye on our leaders here, see what's going on. That's the pace car rolling around. Caution number 1. Mark Michkowski is going to be the one taking the lead. David Clymer is going to be in second position there. Matt Wagner following in third. Joa Antonio into fourth position. Brandon Skinner up 4 positions into fifth. Sean Cole running 6th. Tony Morano Jr. up 1 into 7th. Wayne Roberts down 3 to 8th. Rob Melnick in 9th position, up 3 from his start. Todd Benzer in 10th, up 1 from his start. Jerry Watson up in 11th, up 2. Lonnie Jameson down 2 for 12th. Brandon Carl in 13th. Bobby Johnson in 14th. David Blair in 15th, as we start to see some of the cars pit, and Joe Hildinger bringing up the back of the pack after our incidents there. And we do have some cars opting to hop into the pits. Matt Wagner, Wayne Roberts, Todd Benzer, Jerry Watson, and Brandon Carl all opting to pit during our first yellow here. I don't know if they're going to try to just top up fuel or what exactly the plan is, but we'll have to watch and see how the strategy works out. Hello, he said, White Boy. How's it going, Phil? Hope you're well, buddy. First caution of the evening brings us to lap 5. Completed here, again, of 65 laps. This is the Michigan International Speedway. And while we're in the lull, thank you guys again for coming to hang out. Much appreciated. And don't forget, like, sub, share, all that good stuff. Hit that thumb up button. Hit the share button. Copy the link. Share it on Facebooks. All that kind of stuff. Help support what we're doing over here on the Simpit channel. We appreciate you guys coming to hang out. Very, very much so. But we would like to continue to grow, of course. Cars rather spread out there. You can see the guys that come out of the pits starting to catch up. Hey, Chris. Nope, not slacking. Not slacking. Okay, I believe we've got one more time around before the pace car pulls in here. These guys should go too wide as we cross the line, I believe, as we finish our 5th lap here. Let's move in closer. And here it is, our last pace lap here. Lap 6 we're on. Going to be starting on lap 7 of 65, once again at Michigan International Speedway for this, the penultimate race of the Simpit Oval Series. Only one more to go in the season, my friends. One more to go. And we're too wide once again. Mark Michkowski is going to be our first place runner. David Clymer is in 2nd position. Joe Antonio in 3rd. Brandon Skinner in 4th. Sean Cole, the man, the legend, running in 5th position at the moment. You guys can watch his stream at twitch.tv/thesimpitlive. Oh, no, /simpitlive. Tony Morano Jr., Rob Melnick, Lonnie Jameson, Bobby Johnson, and Wags, our buddy Matt, running out to the top 10. David Blair, Joe Hildinger, Brandon Carl, Wayne Roberts, and Todd Benzer round out the rest of the field. On board with our pace car now. Man, they did not do a good job on the dash for the pace car, did they? And the wheel doesn't turn, does it? I don't think I've ever gone on board with the pace car before. This is an experience. We've learned something new today. Interesting. I'll take it. All right, here we go, boys. We're coming around. Pace car is getting ready to pull in. On board with Mark Michkowski for the start. Let's back it up here. Keep an eye on Joa, row number 2. On the inside, 3rd position, Joa Antonio. Here we go, green flag racing, lap number 7 of 65. Clymer looking to get up next to Mark if he can there. Joa's trying to keep his nose in. Looking good, these guys on the restart. Mark Michkowski on the inside, David Clymer on the outside, Joe Antonio with Brandon Skinner up top for him. Our man Sean Cole there in the 3rd row alone. Too wide, too deep. The battle for the lead is real at the moment. Keeping an eye on these guys. Mark Michkowski getting that lead pretty strong, holding it on. Lots of wiggling going on there. Clymer and Joa getting a little close, but spreading back out, holding fairly well. I'd never seen an on-car of a pace car. Learned something new. Michkowski opening up his turn. Joa's still holding tight to the inside. He's going to be wearing his tires real hard down there. I'm sure that's not where he wants to be. We've now spread out a little bit. Mark Michkowski, Dave Clymer up in the lead. Brandon Skinner now making the pass on Joa if Joa has to hold down there much longer. And he is going to get it from the looks of things. He's able to widen the corner nice and early. Coming onto our front stretch and across the line. Joe Antonio in 4th position. Sean Cole in 5th. Our leaders have now spread out a little bit. We're still too wide back here, though. Tony Morano and Joe Hildinger. Tony in the 323, Joe in the 25. Joe manages to get the pass. Morano's getting pushed up top. That's the 25 of Hildinger on the bottom there. Now Wags up top, stuck against the wall in the 11. Move ourselves back up. I can see the 31 of Joa going for the pass on Brandon Skinner, looking to get into that 3rd position. Mark Michkowski still holding strong over Clymer. Clymer still holding strong over these two. And if they keep battling, it's just going to force them back even farther. Brandon Skinner does come out on top. And that's Rob Melnick in the 34 going low on Sean Cole. Sean Cole opting to stay quite a bit higher. He could manage to get a better run out of the exit here, but I'm thinking that Rob's got him. We'll have to watch and see as we come out onto the back stretch. And Rob does indeed got the pass, just about cutting off Sean's nose there. Wow, real close together. Nose to tail. Rob Melnick moving to the inside of Joa Antonio now. Let's get in on that action, shall we do? On the inside, Mr. Rob Melnick looking to push hard. And look at that ahead, actually. I think I see Brandon Skinner going for a pass on Clymer at the same time. Whoa, whoa, would you look at that? These guys fighting hard. Melnick's going to get held off. Let's move ourselves up a couple cars here. Keep an eye on Mr. Skinner looking to push on Clymer. He's going to be held off for another lap or two. Pretty good run, though. Holding up in tight behind them here. And as we cross the line, that's lap 12 completed of 65 here. Skinner getting forced up to the top. Joa real close behind him here. Managing to hold on to it. We look on our outside here. Rob Melnick trying to hold him off. Looks like Melnick does get held off indeed. Wags looking to get himself up there as well. You can see the guys behind. That's Sean Cole down low on Melnick now, trying to get back up there. And I believe Sean does manage to get that pass. Move our way back through the field a little bit. Sean Cole trying to hold off everybody back there. Tony Morano down low now on Melnick. Hildinger as well. Lonnie Jameson, Jerry Watson, they're all in that pack. Oh, and we've got the 323 going around. That's caution number 2 on lap 13. Let's back it up. Find ourselves at the 323 of Tony Morano Jr. Unfortunately, you hate to see that. Where is he at here? 323. For some reason I can't get his car. Well, this will work. Lonnie's in the 55, so it looks like... Oh, he comes up into him just a little bit. Morano comes up into the 55 of Lonnie Jameson. That's going to put him into the wall. And Lonnie has nowhere to go. Looks like the rest of the guys do make it through fairly clean there. You hate to see it. Caution number 2. Michkowski's still going to be leading these boys pretty well right from the beginning. Thanks, Wasted. I appreciate you, brother. Watch from the booty hole of Mr. Mark Michkowski here as these guys come around for their cautions. Oh, we got ourselves a lull again. If you guys need to, now's the time. Run to the washroom, any of that good stuff. Oh, and Mark with the juke. He jukes him. The only one to stay out, actually. Everybody else goes in. Mark opting to stay out as we cross onto our 15th lap of 65 here at Michigan. So everybody in the pits except for Mr. Michkowski. All but one. We'll have to see how this works out for him. Yeah, Murano's safe. I'm sure that he didn't realize that Lonnie, because Lonnie was, you know, 3-4 feet off the wall. I'm sure he didn't realize that Lonnie was that far off. You know it wasn't on purpose. At the very least. We know these drivers. We know them well. Ain't nobody out there looking to cause trouble, so. Yeah, Michkowski opting to stay out. Still no pits for him at all. I wonder if he's looking to pit mid-race or what his plan is here. But so far, some good racing from the guys. A couple of cautions, but this track, they seem to be bouncing around a good bit, so I'd imagine there's a pretty good bit of bump to it. Mark has his strat, and he's sticking to it. Yeah, he knows what he's doing. Yeah, anyways, I was starting to say, if you guys need to go to the washroom, if you need to get snacks, if you need to do anything at all, now's the time. You got yourselves about a lap and a half or so here. While these guys figure out the order that they need to be in. You can see the cars on the bottom letting other guys by because they got ahead when they shouldn't have, and yada yada. Letting iRacing tell them where they need to be and how they need to do it. And caution flag still out. But we do have another 2 laps of yellow. Oh, no, there we go. Caution flag going down. Last lap of yellow. Here we go. They're going to be starting on lap 17 of 65. And also, before we get going, another quick reminder, guys, if you get the chance to smash on that like button, hit the subscribe button, make sure you ring that bell so you can get notifications for the Simpit channel. Help support what we're doing over here. Help support coming, and running with us. Support events just like these. And if you guys are looking for an oval series to run in, we would love to have you. Registration opens up at the beginning of each season and runs until the start of the first race. Your back said no to racing tonight. Unfortunate. Unfortunate. Very not cool. Alright, I think on this one, we're actually going to stay with Mark Michkowski. Let's just follow, let's stay on the booty hole. Let's see what happens here. I'm thinking the action's going to be happening behind Mark. Mark seems to be a Mr. Runaway boy up in here, but he does have older tires, 15 laps older than the other guys. I don't know if that's going to play against him or not. We will have to see. I think Mark's trying not to fuel. Yeah, if you happen to be watching, again, Sean Cole's stream, twitch.tv/Simpit Live. You guys can hear what the guys are saying in the cars. You can also look at Sean Cole's perspective. That's the driver of the 39 blue, orange, and white car there on the left of the screen. As we get ready to go, here we are, boys. David Wag's getting up in there, showing us that Camry. Here we go. Mark Michkowski is off. And we'll have to see how those tires affect him here as we come through and into turn 1. I'm thinking he's going to be a little slower. So we'll have to watch and see. Climber up top. Wag's pushing up real close. Oh, and actually, he's opting to hold quite low. You know what that means. Climber's up here. There he is. Let's keep an eye on these boys as we come in through the corners here. Climber should be able to get the run. He's moving. And does he manage to get the pass? He's up top. He's got the pressure tires. Sean Cole going for it as well. Mark might be kicking himself. We'll have to wait and see. Oh, that was close. 3 wide as Mr. Wags decides to pop it in on the inside as well. And we are getting hit. We're going around. That's it. Caution number 3. Let's get an out car perspective for that one. And figure out what happened here exactly. Looks like he got hit from the rear, though. Yeah, Joe Hildinger on the inside there. Comes up and into him. That's going to put him loose and spin him around. You hate to see that. Sure, Joe's kicking himself. You never want to be the guy that killed somebody. And especially, this is our second last race, too. Mark's going to be hurting for points after that one. He's going to be trying to get himself back up now. I bet you he pits now, though. We'll have to watch and see. Caution number 3. Indeed, Reno. ourselves up to our leaders, who is currently David Clymer. Up in the front with Matt Wagner in behind him. Sean Cole in behind them. Rob Melnick and Joe Antonio round out the top 5. Joe Hildinger, Brandon Skinner, Brandon Carl, Todd Benzer, Lonnie Jameson bring us back to top 10. Dave Blair, Wayne Roberts, Bobby Johnson, Anthony Morano Jr., Jerry Watson, and Michkowski bringing up the rear after that incident there. Is that Wags looking to go in? No. He's cheating. He's pretending. Get out of here, Wags. Get out of here with that nonsense. What do you think you're doing, Wags? You're confusing us. Well, I guess we have another caution, which means another lull, which means another reminder. If you guys could remember and be so kind, go smash on that like button, hit share, right click, copy the URL, hop onto the face space and all that kind of stuff, do all the sharing. Anybody you know that's interested in oval or iRacing, get them in here. Get them interested. Maybe they'll race next season. Maybe you'll race next season. We'd love to have you. And of course, after you guys watch the video, comment down below. Helps promote YouTube sharing it and all that kind of stuff. And if you have any questions or anything like that, pop them in chat. I am paying attention here. As long as there's no action going on, I will do my best to answer it. Caution number 3, lap 20. So we should be going live, I think, on lap 22. Quick look at the back of the field here. Michkowski did indeed hop into the pits there for lap 19. So he's going to be running to catch up so he doesn't end up a lap down. Booth. Hee. It's okay, Secret. I get booed. It's fine. Oh, white chocolate. Oh, it's you. Oh, hello, white chocolate. How you doing, Whitey? Hope you're well, brother. All right, Mark's at the back of the pack. He's probably going to be the car to watch, to be honest. Coming out, fresh tires. Green flag racing. Next time by. One more time through the field. David Clymer, Matt Wagner, Sean Cole, Rob Melnick, Joe Antonio, Joe Hildinger, Brandon Skinner, Brandon Carl, Todd Benzer, Lonnie Jameson, David Blair, Bobby Johnson, Wayne Roberts, Jerry Watson, and Mr. Michkowski. And I am thinking we're gonna watch Mr. Michkowski on this one. You can pretty much see the whole field, and I think this man right here could do some things for us. He's currently down 13 positions. Our current mover and shaker on the board is Mr. Rob Melnick, up 8 positions rather, putting him in 4th. We're gonna have to watch and see how he manages to do. Maybe he keeps it. That would be wonderful to see. But most importantly, we want to see how Mark deals with the traffic here. I guess Tony must be like way back there, hey? He's back there somewhere. He's back there somewhere. Call this camera ADD. Oh, wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Boop, 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 doo, doo, doo. Like that. Alright, here we go, brothers. Here we go. We're coming out of turn 4. That pace car, you can see it up at the top of the field there. Watch for him. He's going to pull off, and we're going to be going. Yeah, Ola. It would be a shame to watch him have to end up with a loss here. And here we go, lap 22 of 65. Green flag racing resumes. Mark Michkowski from the back already. Right off the bat, making the pass. That's Bobby Johnson he's taking on the inside. Clymer holding the lead. Sean Cole in 2nd with Matt Wagner in 3rd. Joe Antonio in 4th and Brandon Skinner in 5th. I know we're not watching the battle for the lead right now. We can see them. If you take a look, you can see Joe Antonio up top with Matt Wagner up front there. But I want to keep an eye on Mark as he dips and ducks and dodges and dives his way up to the top of the field. Look at him go. Already 2 positions gained back. That's Bobby Johnson and now Jerry Watson on the inside. Moving up behind the school car. The number 47, Wayne Roberts. You can see everybody's pretty well 2 wide up there. You can even see some 3 wide with Sean Cole in the center up there. It looks like they're hanging out doing fine. I can see Jerry Watson, I believe that is. Or, no, Joe Hildinger on the outside as well. Mark Michkowski with the wide line in. Thanks for clarifying, Neo. I'm a dummy. Wayne Roberts on the inside now. Michkowski moving himself up. Yet another one. Look at him go. Look at that line. Wide in. Tight as all hell. He's going to make the pass on David Blair easy through the corner before he even gets to the exit. What an absolute legend. How's he going to deal with these guys? He's got the 55 down low. He's got the 85 down low as well. Pushing it 3 wide to the upside. Here he goes on the front stretch. 3 wide, my friends. 3 wide. As we come into the corner, he's opted to stay high. He does manage to get both of them. Look at him go. Now up top on Joe Hildinger, looking for the 4th pass. Out of that quick little group, moving up behind Sean Cole, down to the inside. He's going to stuff it past Sean. Easy peasy. Now down low on Joe Antonio. He's going to take him as well. And the 77 of Brandon Carl. Look at him go. Mark Michkowski, the absolute legend, plowing his way from the back to the front in damn near a lap in an oval series. How do you do it in an oval series, Mark? You're an absolute legend. Jesus. Look at him go. And he's going to do it again. Here he goes, 3 wide, down to the inside. David Clymer. And the 959 of Brandon Skinner up top. Look at Mark go from the back to the front. In 2 laps, he's already up into 2nd position. What an absolute mad lad. He's going to be fighting for 2nd with Clymer here for a moment, but there is not a doubt in my mind that Mark manages to get off with this one. Brandon's going to hop in there, give him a bit of a push. He's going to get on the inside of Clymer. There he goes. That's the 77 of Brandon Carl looking up top, but he's not going to manage to get it. David Clymer staying real close to the wall. That pack of 3 right there. Mark opting to leave a little bit of space right now. There's a bump going into the corner. Brandon with the ballsy move, but Clymer managing to capitalize as he takes 1st place away from Matt Wagner. Wag's now stuck up top as we come through our front stretch and cross the line. This is lap 28 now of 65 that we're on. Oh, 27, sorry. Counting faster. Mark Michkowski jumping to the outside, looking like he doesn't want to punt Clymer on the entry there. And he's actually going to take him on the outside. What an absolute legend. So what was that? 3.5 laps from the back to the front, Mr. Michkowski? What an absolute legend. Jesus. What a performance out of Mark there. That's going to leave David Clymer in 2nd position once again. And we've got 3 wide right behind him. That's Brandon Skinner in the 959 down low, Joe Hildinger in the 25 in the center, and I believe that's Brandon Carl up top. As we stay 3 wide, coming back around to the rear stretch. 3 wide now. Brandon looking to try to get it 3 wide, though. He's trying to put his nose in there. Forcing his way through the field if he can. Hildinger now down low, up in 3rd position. That's Matt Wagner up top. .959, Mr. Skinner hanging low, doing well, holding down that 5th position, but it is a battle for the top 5 here. Oh, very close together, Brandon and Rob are there. Or sorry, Brandon and Joe, rather. A lot of wiggle in the back of the field, but nobody crashing out just yet. Let's watch as the cars come by. Lonnie Jameson, the 55 down low on David Blair there. And that's Tony Morano down low on Mr. Watson in the 17. Back up to our leaders real quick here. Let's take a look and see Mark Michkowski with a strong lead over the pack. Already, I can't believe he went from the rear to the front like that. What an absolute legend. Coming in with a 39, 215. David Clymer's got a 254. Matt Wags with a 279 and 278 for Brandon Carl. 339 for Joe Hildinger. 317 for Brandon Skinner. And Rob Melnick with a 708. Todd Benzer with a 659. Sean Cole rounding out our top 10 with a 386. These 2 up front here just with an absolute dominating lead. There might be a battle towards the end, but Clymer's probably happy to just hang out and draft for now. Wag's going to be looking to defend with Brandon Carl and Joe Hildinger right up behind him. Oh, our man Sean Cole must have had some incidents there. He ended up way back. You guys can check out his stream, twitch.tv/Simpit Live, to see what's going through the speaker's head. And I think I just saw Joa make the pass stick on Melnick there for 7. And Sean Cole going to the inside on Melnick, and doesn't look like he's quite got it, but Melnick opting to stay quite high. I think that's going to allow Sean to get in there. If he opens up this corner, he should maintain the run. Too wide, too deep. Lonnie Jameson on the inside of the 85 of Todd Benzer there as well. David Clymer looking to get himself up into that mix. Some good close racing, some good defense. Couple of accidents. But nothing super major. Roberts bringing up the rear. Let's take a quick look at our leaders. Once again, Mark Michkowski still leading over David Clymer, but less than a tenth separating them. So these two are still battling, but they have a strong lead over Matt Wagner in 3rd position. Brandon Carl still holding for Joe Hildinger in 5th, and Brandon Skinner rounding out that 2nd pack in 6th position. 7th positions, Joa Antonio kind of in the middle of no man's land there. And Sean Cole's leading the rear pack here. A whole cluster of bros here at the back. Sean Cole, Jerry Watson, Rob Melnick, Todd Benzer, Dave Blair, Lonnie Jameson, Anthony Morano Jr., Bobby Johnson, and Wayne Roberts all bringing up the back. And they are shuffling around like crazy. We do not have a rear marker today. Everybody moving up and down the field. Unfortunately, Wayne Roberts down 10 positions from his start. I'm sure he's feeling bad about that. Brandon Carl up 10. Is our current mover and shaker for the day. 4th position. Sure he feels good about that for now. Manages to hold on to it. He'll be doing good. Mark Michkowski still with that strong lead over Clymer. What a legend. Joe Hildinger. Oh, actually now Joe Hildinger in 3rd, so Wags got pushed back. Joe Hildinger, Brandon Carl, Brandon Skinner, and Wags. Railing in behind there. Let's keep an eye on these guys, as it looks like we have a battle for the top 5. Brandon's Carl. Oh, we have a caution. We have a caution. Let's go find the sideways car. Bobby Johnson into the wall. Let's figure out what happened here. Oh, actually it wasn't Bobby Johnson. Looks like Benzer and Tony got into it. Just a small tap, but it's enough. Caution number 4 of the day, lap 35 of 65. We're now over halfway through. Let's keep our eye on Tony here. You'll actually be able to see, I think what happens is Benzer, gets collected by Tony. You hate to see that. All of the accidents today, I mean, they've been just outright accidents, you know, like it is very much so outright accidents. Close racing resulting in some butt touches. Get ourselves back live again and catch up with our leaders here, see who is in the lead. I believe it's still our man Michkowski. Yep, holding it down fairly strong here. We are now over halfway though, with 4 cautions in the bag. And as we get a bit of a lull in the action, again guys, if you guys need to get some snacks, need to run to the washroom, need to have a smoke, whatever it is that you need to do, jump out, get her done. Now is the time. And also, of course, don't forget to smash on the like button if you don't mind. Helps show support for what we're doing here with the Simpit and the Simpit crew with events just like these. We much appreciate the support. Also, you guys can click on the URL, give it a share. If you're not subscribed, drop the sub. Make sure that you get notified of everything that's going on, everything that we're doing. Follow the Pit Stop Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And of course, Sean Cole on Twitch at twitch.tv/SimpitLive. As our boys all come into the pits, lap 36. This should be the final pit for these guys, I would think. And Michkowski's going to come out in the front. Hildinger manages to get a spot in third there. And the boys are trying to catch up to the pace car. Looks like we'll be going green on lap 39. Again, 65 laps here at Michigan International Speedway for this, the second last race of the Simpit Oval Series. Ran a lot of road this season. You guys can thank Mark for that. It's been a bit of a sore spot for him, I think. He was trying to make things easier and nicer for the guys, but it didn't go over as well as he would expect. So Mark, just know that we appreciate you, bro. No wait, no hating, but they'll probably give you a hard time for a while. Alright, here we go. Should see the green flag come out this time. You can see the caution flag on the bottom left-hand corner of your screen. It tells you what's going on. And it is indeed green now, which means that our pace car is going to pull in at the end of this lap. That's caution number 4, lap 38, starting on lap 39. With green flag racing once again here at Michigan International Speedway for the second last Simpit Oval Series broadcast. We will be here next Friday, and then we'll be off for a few weeks. Come around onto the back here. Mark Michkowski is still in first. David Clymer in second. Joe Hildinger, third position. Brandon Carl in fourth, up 10 spots. The mover for the day. Matt Wags in fifth at the moment. Joe Antonio, Brandon Skinner, Jerry Watson, Sean Cole, and Rob Melnick bring us back to 10th. Wayne Roberts, David Blair, Lonnie Jameson, Todd Benzer, and Bobby Johnson are our top 15. Coming into turn 3. Get ready to watch that pace car run away. Here we go. Everybody's starting to bunch up. You can see them tighten up. There goes the pace car. And Mark Michkowski setting the pace for this one. Everybody pit lap 36. Everybody's on fresh tires. Michkowski with an excellent lead there. Running off super simple, super clean. Dave Clymer in second. Joe Hildinger in third. Fourth place is Brandon Carl. We're back, green flag racing once again. Brandon Skinner on the inside. Forcing in Carl up top. Skinner's going to look on the inside of Joe Hildinger as well. With a pretty good run there. I think he's got it. He just has to hold it. And actually, 3 wide we go. For a half a second there. Brandon Carl up top. On Brandon Skinner. There's David Clymer down low. On Hildinger there as well. 4 cars mixing it up for that second position at the moment on lap 40 here of 65. Boys are fighting hard for that top 5. It's been quite the mix-up up here. Still anybody's race, but we believe it'll be Mark's. Whoa! Sean Cole down low all of a sudden. Is he okay? What happened to Mr. Cole? He did manage to hold it, whatever it was. I don't want to miss the action, so I'm going to keep us up here. We got ourselves some 3 wide back there. 2 wide up for the front. But 3 wide back here. That's David, I believe, Blair down on the inside. Jerry Watson up top. Is that Lonnie? Lonnie there coming up behind on the inside. Melnick was the one who was in between them at the beginning. Lots going on with these guys. Back up to our leaders again, make sure we don't lose sight of what's going on. And that good thing that we did. Mark Michkowski finally challenged for the lead. Joe Hildinger on the inside. Dave Clymer follows right behind him. Lap 41 of 65. Still plenty of time left to go. Still anybody's race, guys. Here we are. Mark Michkowski up top. Brandon Skinner looking to get his nose in there. Looks like Joe is also trying. Brandon Carl up top, opting to keep the tires, I'd imagine. Skinner on the inside. Michkowski held up top. There's not much he can do. Carl's in behind Michkowski now. Skinner real close to the door on our man Michkowski. But real close to the ass on Climber. Hey, gotta slip in late today, hey? Wee-hee. Hope you're well, buddy. Hope you're well. That's Joe Hildinger in the lead, up 6. We finally have a new leader. Michkowski dominating today's race, but Joe's not having any of that. He will take some leading laps off of him. Climber still held up top. It looks like Mark Michkowski did manage to get his nose down low. That's going to let him get by Climber. We're going to have to watch and see how it pans out if he manages to hold it. What he decides to do. Look like Michkowski decided to put the push on Joe, but now he goes down low, and now we've got ourselves 3 wide. Mark Michkowski on the inside. Joe Hildinger up top. David Climber all the way up top. Michkowski makes it stick. Easy peasy. Joe's not going to let him get away with it, though, opting to hold that draft as tight as he can. Climber as well looking to get a pretty good run. Joe's going to give him that bump. Pushing him along, Mr. Joe Hildinger. Now in third position. Brandon Carl up top, looking to get that third as well. He's hanging in Climber's draft there. Joe's fallen back a little bit. Brandon Skinner gets slowed down, goes to a little bit low and wiggly, but does manage to hold on to it. Mark Michkowski on the inside. Climber up top in first at the moment. Pushed by our man Carl. If Carl can keep the push on Climber, we might actually see that lead held for a bit by Climber. We'll have to watch and see. Michkowski currently down low. He's just behind Climber. Slips in behind into the slipstream. Let's see how these guys go. 2 wide in behind. You can see Brandon Skinner down low on Joe Antonio. Brandon Carl looking to make that push. Doesn't quite get it. I think Michkowski's probably looking to save tires, not holding quite so low. Thanks, Neo. We appreciate it, man. Michkowski now back into first position once again. Climber on the outside, but the 25 of Joe Hildinger looking to push himself up there. 31, I believe that is Joe Antonio falling back. That's the 77 you see up top in the almost flat black car there. That's Brandon Carl. And still Brandon Skinner pushing to hold it up in there. So still a battle for the 1st through 6th here. Looking real good. Lots of mixing around. Michkowski out top with about a 2/10 lead on Climber. Carl 2/10 in between, basically, for Climber and Hildinger there. We are starting to see a little bit of a spread out, but nothing major. As Climber and Michkowski start to lengthen that gap on Carl. And it looks like Hildinger's going to make the move. Here we go. Hildinger on the inside. He does manage to get the quarter panel. He's on that 77 as we come across the start-finish line. 47 laps of 65 here, getting close towards the end. He's going to hold low. Brandon Skinner going to be looking to capitalize on that as well. And I actually see Dave Blair. David, no tires. Blair up into 6th position. Well done, Dave. That's a gain of 8 for him at the moment. He does fall back down to 7th, but doing good, Dave. Keep pushing, buddy. I'd like to see it. There are 3 wide, and we're cautioned. We have a caution. Caution is out. Let's try to figure out what happened here. That's the number 47 of Wayne Roberts going around. Let's see. Looks like Lonnie catches. Yeah, Lonnie catches the wall. Unfortunately, that's going to spin him around. The 34 catches a wall, catches Wayne. Some shaky, and some wall touchy, resulting in some bad moves. Mr. Rob Melnick, Wayne Roberts, and Lonnie Jameson all going to be put out from that one, unfortunately. Caution number 5, lap 48 of 65 today. Death. What happened? Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Michkowski's still in the lead. Are we going to see anybody pitting? We could see like a last-minute pit for tires. I mean, the way Michkowski jumped the entire field in 3 laps, just by having fresh tires. I wouldn't be surprised if we see 1 or 2 pits, and it might actually do something. Currently, at the moment, Brandon Carl in 3rd. Up 11 positions from his start, probably feeling good. Mark does opt to go in, which means everybody else is going in. You know, if they all see Mark doing it, they're all going. We do have one man saying out. I believe that's Tony in the 323 that's opting to stay out, but he is a lap down, so he's going to gain his lap back here by pulling that maneuver. So probably a smart plan on Tony's part. And I think for this caution, just gonna put a little bit of background music, shut up, and let you guys hang out for half a second. Again, guys, if you could smash that like button, hit that subscribe button, give us a share, help support what we're doing here at the Simpit. Run to the washroom if you gotta, grab a sandwich, fill your beer, do whatever it is that you gotta do. Got another 2 laps of caution, and then we'll be green flag racing. You got your beers, you got your sandwiches. 1 lap left to go, and it's time. Here we go, guys. Lap 50 of 65, 15 left to go. If it's clean, there could be some damn good racing here. This is our final stint before the end. We know these guys can keep it clean enough. We know they can do it. They're fully capable. And as we come into turn 3, let's run through our standings. Mark Michkowski, qualied 2nd, leading most of the race. David Clymer, qualied pole, 2nd most of the race. Joe Hildinger in 3rd. Brandon Carl in 4th. Lonnie Jameson rounding out our top 5. Brandon Skinner, Joe Antonio, Jerry Watson, Matt Wagner, and David Blair bring us to the top 10. And David Benzer, Rob Melnick, Wayne Roberts, the man, the legend, Sean Cole. This is the Simpit. And Tony Morano Jr. bringing out the rear. And the pace car is in. Here we go. Mark Michkowski setting the pace. Green, green, green. The engine's rev. Michkowski takes off. Clymer staying high for now. Does drop low to put the block on for Joe. Up high is Brandon Carl. Now 4th position. As these guys start to line up a little bit. That's Lonnie Jameson in 5th position. Running down low on Brandon Skinner there. Looking good. Well done, Lonnie. Carl up 10 positions from his start. Feeling good, feeling fine. Oh, David Clymer down on the inside. Mark Michkowski held up. Joe Hildinger going to be down there to help push him as well. And I'd imagine Joe will indeed push him, knowing that Mark has pretty much dominated this series. I think the smart thing to do would be to stack up 3 cars, but not 3 wide. What are you doing? Oh my goodness, here we go. We've got 2 wide in the front, 3 wide in the row 2, 2 wide behind them, 2 wide behind them, 2 wide behind them. We've got ourselves some racing. Lap 52 here at Michigan International Speedway, and we got a wall touch. Lonnie Jameson into the wall. We see some spinning. The caution flag is out. That's Lonnie Jameson, David Blair, Todd Benzer, and I believe one other caught up in that wreck there. Let's take a quick look. You hate to see it. I believe that was Lonnie. Kind of kicked that one off. Unfortunate. Oh, actually, that was the 7. Well, it's hard to say. Lonnie come up into him, but the 17's also. But this is one of those. So in a road race, I would probably pin that on the 17, not having foresight. But this is oval, so I'm not really sure. Y'all can tell me who's at fault in that one. In oval, I think I would lean it on being Lonnie, unfortunately. Got to be careful when you're coming up with the cars behind you, if memory serves, with the oval series. And unfortunately for the rest of these guys, Lonnie hits, and I believe that's going to get Dave Blair caught up. Yeah. A few bros taken out with that one. Caution number 6 of the day. Lap 53 of 65. Get ourselves back up here to our leader. Find out where he is. Michkowski up front. Looks like we've got a wave around there. Tony's back on the lead lap. Did he get it? With that caution, I believe he is back on the lead lap. Pretty sure that there'll be some guys dropping out at this point, unfortunately. With only 10 laps to go. You hate to see that, though. Caution number 6. They've been pretty good with cautions in this series, to be honest. All things considered, like how difficult the cars can be, how new some of the drivers are, all that kind of thing. They've been pretty good. This race today, though, quite a few. I'm sure some of the guys aren't going to be feeling very good about that. But it is what it is. Some days go better than others, right? All right, there it is. Green flag. Pit cars, pace cars going in on this lap. Gonna be starting on lap 56 of 65. That's gonna give us 10 laps to go. Keep it green for 10 laps, but fight hard, boys, because this is it, the last opportunity. Focused on Michkowski at the moment. And as we come onto the back straight once again, we'll go through our standings. Mark Michkowski in first, David Clymer in second, Joe Hildinger rounding out the podium, Brandon Carl, the mover and shaker for the day, up 10 positions to 4th position. Brandon Skinner is rounding out our top 5, Joe Antonio in 6th, Matt Wagner 7th, Rob Melnick 8th, 9th is Wayne Roberts, and the man, the legend, Sean Cole in 10th position. David Blair, Lonnie Jameson, Todd Benzer, Jerry Watson, and Tony Morano Jr. bringing up the rear as we come into turn 3. We'll stop the Saxy music, and I'll watch our pace car pull on in. Here we go. Mark Michkowski once again setting the pace. Clymer going to be looking to get a jump on him if he can. We know how Mark starts. Fast and well. Here we go. Are off. Here we go. Mark Michkowski, as always, with a strong lead. I kind of figured it. That's why we're on this camera. David Clymer in second position. Brandon Carl and Joe Hildinger are in behind Clymer, 2 wide. Climber looking good. Let's get an eye on Brandon Carl going for the push. Get up into that bumper. Give him a little booty tap. There we go. That's what we like to see. Climber looking to get himself up on Mark here on the inside of that number 18. Don't think he's got it. Unfortunately, Brandon Carl up top now. Go through our chopper camps and get a good look at the action. Mark Michkowski holding strong in that lead. David Climber down low on Brandon Carl in third and second currently. Quite a push going. Brandon Carl with the block on Climber. Ooh, that was a little risky. Just about chopped his nose off, but he was confident on it. Carl going for the lead at the moment. Mark Michkowski opting to tuck in behind. David Climber down low. Joe Antonio up top. So they're giving each other a decent bit of space. Brandon Carl opting to hold the lower line, going for the bit of a block. Climber now back to fourth position as Joe gets ahead of him, but he does have that inside line. Lap 57.65. Here we go, bros. These guys are pushing it. Michkowski doing his damnedest to hold that lead from the outside. Brandon Carl now on the inside. Climber does have an option to go 3 wide if he wants to. They are pushing quite hard, but it looks like Climber's going to drop off and decide not to go into it. Coming up wide, that's Joe Hildinger and Joa in behind in third and fifth position respectively. Gliding back out in the rear state. Quite a pack all these cars are in at the moment. Here we go. Mark Michkowski with a strong lead. Joe Antonio, third position. David Climber in behind. Coming to a close of lap 58. As we cross the start-finish line. Joe Antonio's got Joe Hildinger right up behind him, trying to give him that push, keep him ahead of Brandon Carl. Carl not giving a lot of space now. They are pushing hard. These guys are doing their best to get the last few positions out that they can as we come through on the back straight. Lap 59 of 65. Just about done here today. 242, David Climber on the inside of the 31 of Joe Antonio. They're touching doors as they come into turn 3. Joe Antonio falling back. David Climber does manage to get the pass, and he has a bit of a run, but what is he able to do anything with it? Does he manage to get up next to Mark Michkowski? He does, by just a hair as we come across the start-finish line. Mark is going to have to hold up top there, depending on how Climber decides to end this one. They are close together. A little bit of bumping. David Climber and Joe Antonio making contact. Joa getting forced up. That's the 77 of Brandon Carl going down to the inside of Joa now, as we have a fight for the podium going on. Matt Wags in behind them, looking to get himself up there. You can even see Sean Cole pushing back there as well, just behind the group. Everybody's close enough that there could be an entire shakeup before the end of this race. Lap 60 as we come onto the back. David Climber now on the outside by more than a quarter panel. He's about half a car on Mark now, and he does actually manage to get up top. As we cross the start-finish line, we have a new leader. David Climber, pole to winner at the moment, if he can manage to hold it. Lap 61 is what we're on here. Again, 65 laps left to go. David Climber on the outside. Joe Antonio in behind them. Mark Michkowski on the inside, holding the lead at the moment, switching between him and Climber, depending on how we're doing. Looking like that high line does look to be faster, so I'd imagine Mark's trying to get himself up there if he can. And Wags is now in fourth position. Wags looking good, getting himself up to that third position that he qualied in if he can manage it. And Mark Michkowski with the lead at the moment, but Dave Climber takes it back as we come back onto the straight and we cross the start-finish line. It is indeed David Climber with the lead. We're going to have to see how it goes. Lap 62, still too wide with the leaders. Wags now pushed himself up to fourth position. Looking good, looking fine. Joe is there in the middle in third. Sean Cole is now up to, I believe, that sixth position, looking to get himself up into the top 5. Joe Hildinger right ahead of him there. We have quite the battle going for these top 5, all of these top 5 positions. The podium, the top 5 is constantly revolving here. Here we go. David Climber still on the outside, crossing the start-finish line just ahead of Mark, but Mark is right behind him. Matt Wagner now able to give the push on Mark. He might give Mark the lead again. We'll have to watch and see. The cars are very close together as we come through turns 1 and 2. David Climber still on the outside. He's got Joe Antonio in behind him for the push. Joe Hildinger giving Joa the push, and Mark Michkowski on the inside second position with Joa tight in third right up next to him. Matt Wags just hanging out right behind on Sean Cole up into fifth position now. He does manage to take it away from our man Joe Hildinger in 6th. This is a hell of a pack that we've got going on. 3 wide. There it is. Matt with the big balls. Here we go. Crossing the start-finish line. Lap 64 and 65. 2 laps left to go. 3 wide. Dave Clymer up on the outside. Mark Michkowski in the center. Matt Wagner hanging down low. Looks like Wag's going to come out with the short end of the stick on this one. Mark Michkowski does manage to retain the lead. Going onto the back straight, David Clymer is going to be looking to get himself up next to him once again. He does manage to do the switch on him, getting down low. Mark Michkowski now up to the top. Let's see how that shakes things up. David Clymer currently holding first position with a hell of a run coming into turn 3, but coming out of turn 4, Mark Michkowski does manage to pull ahead. As we've seen when they cross the line, Mark is likely to have the lead when we cross here, having that outside line. And we are finally on the last lap. Mark Michkowski with the lead. 3 wide for the top 5. Mike Wagner doing his best to block Joa. Joa is trying to get himself in there. Dave Clymer down on the inside. Mark Michkowski gets pushed quite wide. That could knock him back far enough to guarantee Clymer the victory. Here we go. Michkowski down now. 4th position. Clymer in 1st. Brandon Carl in 2nd. Matt Wagner currently holding 3rd with Mark Michkowski in 4th position. Sean Cole right behind in 5th. Looking to push onto the inside of Michkowski as we come into turn 3. This is the final time through on the exit of turn 4. Keep an eye on these guys. Clymer's down low. Matt Wagner pushing up top. He makes a little bit of contact with Brandon Carl. That's going to slow them both up. That's going to be David Clymer for the win. Here we go. Second last race. David Clymer takes the win. Brandon Carl in 2nd. Matt Wagner in 3rd. Sean Cole manages to take that 4th position. And Matt... Oh, actually, we had a bit of a shakeup, didn't we? Let's go take a quick look. How did that finish? How did that finish? I actually have to see. Let's do a quick one of these so that I can actually see what's going on here. Holy hell, what a race. What a race. Absolute legends. There we are. All right. David Clymer with the win. Brandon Carl in 2nd. Sean Cole managed to get 3rd. Well done, Sean Cole. Matt Wagner in 4th position. Mark Michkowski pushed back to 5th with that battle. Rob Melnick in 6th. Joe Antonio, 7th position. Joe Hildinger in 8th. Todd Penzer in 9th. David No Tires Blair gets himself 10th position right ahead of Brandon Skinner. Man, that's a love story. Them two boys constantly battling. Wayne Roberts in 12th. Lonnie Jameson 13th. Amarano Jr. 14th. Jerry Watson and Bobby Johnson round out our finishers for today's race. This was the second last race of the Simpit Oval Series here at Michigan International Speedway. Let's take a quick look. Clymer. He did not opt to do any donuts at the end of this one. What a race, though. What an absolute mad finish. Absolutely mad. What a great time. As we start to peter out, bros, that was absolutely outstanding. Thank you guys so much for coming to hang out. Thank you guys so much for watching, chatting, all that good stuff. What a finish. Absolutely legendary. I mean, the race itself, pretty good race, pretty good time. 6 cautions, not on the crazy high side, but pretty decent. You know, it's a fairly decent amount of cautions. I'm sure not too many people are happy about, but it's not crazy. 65 laps in 6 isn't too bad. But that finish, that was absolutely legendary. The top 5, a constant revolving door for the last 10 to 15 laps there. Absolute mad lad. Well done, Wags. Either way, buddy, it was a good run. It was a good run. You just tell Sean you gave it to him. You were just being charitable. That's all. Just being charitable. Here's your cross of the finish line here. So you guys can see it one last time. On the inside, Clymer opted to go real low. And Wags make contact there. What an absolutely great finish. That was it when they crossed the line right there. So just ahead of Carl is Skinner. And look at how close Sean managed to get this. Sean gets the win. Sean gets the 3rd position here. Oh, Wags. That was Brandon Carl, not Brandon Skinner. Brandon Carl is far from the nicest guy in the Simpit. Still don't want to take him out. I love you, Carl. But Carl can be quite the asshole sometimes. I can't believe he took it. Yeah, that's a third place tie right there. That is a third place tie. I'm surprised. I am very, very, very surprised. Load the default camera thing here so I can get a far chase and we can take a look. I was just bugging him, Metal. Yeah, look at how close that is. Like, Sean just get, like, he's behind you here. Just by a cunt hair, Sean is behind you there. And he just gets ahead as you cross the line. Like, your bumper, his bumper's just a titch ahead. Just a titch. So close. So close. What a great race, guys. Well done. Well done. Good times, guys. I'm just giving him a hard time, Metal. You're good. Don't worry about it, Wax. Brandon knows I give him a hard time. Super, super close. What an absolutely great finish. Well done, guys. Well done. Got 0.003 difference for the podium on that one. Great race, guys. Great race. All right, and with that, that's it for me. I gotta do a quick check on my kids, and then tonight we're actually doing Project Cars 3 over on Twitchland. So come back for that in a little bit here. Once again, guys, thank you guys for coming to hang out. Thank you guys for chatting. It was a hell of a good race, especially that end. Absolutely mad. Great time. Thank you guys once again so much. And don't forget to like, sub, share. This is the Simpit. I'm BaBaBoothie. And I'm out. I'm out. I'm out. I'm leaving. I'm out. No more. Take care, guys. Thanks again. Smash that like. It's free.